Hey guys, if you're new here and you like what I'm putting out, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss an upload. Okay, hey there, how's it going guys? Ash here, back again with another Power Rangers related video, and this one is a very interesting topic because I've seen it floating around the internet for the past couple of weeks and I feel like I gotta talk about it. So there's been a lot of rumblings and rumors and speculation and talks about the next possible adaptation of Power Rangers after Dino Fury, and that is Zyuohger. Now, this is coming from the Illuminati, friends of the show, friends of the channel, good folks over at the Illuminati. They like me, I like them, we all get along. And there's been talks, there's been rumors, there's been rumblings that the next season of Power Rangers might be a Zyuohger adaptation. Now, why is this? Well, from what I've also heard, I've heard other talks. I don't know where I heard this from, or if I can 100% confirm this, but because of the delay of the upcoming Power Rangers reboot movie done by Jonathan Entwistle, with the scripts being delayed, productions being delayed and stuff like that, they might push another season of Power Rangers after Dino Fury to have that synergy to promote the brand for that year. And that kind of makes sense because if the movie is coming out in 2023, the 30th anniversary of the franchise, and you can't get a movie out on time, why not have a show be out on time to have that synergy with toys and sales and stuff like that? Because Power Rangers, like most shows in the 80s and the 90s, shows like Power Rangers, Transformers, G.I. Joe and stuff like that, these shows were vehicles to sell toys. Just like how in Japan, where the anime is a vehicle to sell the manga. So, yeah, that's some fun facts right there. But Zyuohger being the next possible adaptation, why is this happening? Well, like I mentioned earlier, delays with the movie and stuff like that. That's one of the rumors going around, that because of the movie delays, because there has been radio silence from Jonathan Entwistle for the longest time. And I talked about it in a video where like the last thing we heard about from him was like an Instagram story where he teased something saying, "Don't worry, it's being worked on." And then a week or two ago, I made a video talking about the leaked scripts for that movie, where it was the basic outline for the idea of the movie, along with character descriptions. So the movie seems to be moving along very slowly, which is kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, that they're not rushing this out. I understand why it's not being rushed out because of the last couple of years with the pandemic and stuff like that. That's why this thing isn't being rushed out. It's slowly being worked on, but there's been a lot of radio silence from Jonathan Entwistle. Now, the next thing you're going to ask me about is, Ash, what about the Toei and Hasbro split that the Illuminati talked about over a year ago? Does that mean it's not happening? Well, I don't know. I don't work at Hasbro. I don't work at Toei. I can't confirm or deny about the Toei and Hasbro split, but I'm totally for the Toei and Hasbro split happening because it shows the change in direction that the franchise can go in, and they can do something totally new without being shackled to the Super Sentai footage and stuff like that. So that would be really interesting to see. Like, we can get animated projects, movies, and stuff like that. That would be really cool if Hasbro can do their own original thing with the Power Rangers brand. So the split, a lot of people think the split is going to happen at the end of this year or when Dino Fury finishes, and I'm not entirely sure when the split is going to happen or how it's going to happen. A lot of people want a big press release where someone from Hasbro or Toei comes out on stage and they say, "Hey guys, we're splitting, bye," but I don't think it's going to happen like that. How I think it's going to happen, the split, when it happens, there's going to be a lot of paperwork, a lot of handshakes, and a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors, and when the split happens, we'll just quietly hear about it on the internet through like an article or something like that, like a press release or something like that, through some sort of business executive thing. But I'm rambling. So, Zyuohger, the animal-themed Super Sentai, was the 40th anniversary for Super Sentai, And if they adapted into Power Rangers, it would be the 30th anniversary for the show. And that makes a lot of sense, because if you think about it, Wild Force was an animal-themed Super Sentai, and that was like the 25th? No, I'm trying to think. Wild Force was an anniversary season for Super Sentai. I can't remember the number. No, it was the 25th, because Gokaiger was the 35th, Toei. So Wild Force was the 10th anniversary season for Power Rangers, where they had Forever Red. Big iconic episode, everyone remembers it. Then you had Operation Overdrive, 15th anniversary Sentai that no one really remembers, and a show of Operation Overdrive that no one really talks about, apart from Once a Ranger, and that was the big anniversary episode. And then you had Megaforce and Super Megaforce, no one talks about them, and then you had Dimensions in Danger for the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers. So this kind of lines up with what they might be doing with Power Rangers. Now, they could totally adapt something else, maybe Tokyuja, because Tokyuja's the train one, but the Illuminati also said, or Joe also said in these two videos, that Hasbro owns all the rights of Super Sentai from the very beginning to Zoolja. So that's some interesting facts right there. And when Dino Fury was in the early stage of process or development, Hasbro were trying to decide between Zyuohger or Zoolja, and they went with Zoolja. So maybe if they've got the ideas for Zoolja still written down somewhere, or probably brand new ideas being worked on, maybe Zoolja will be the next Super Sentai being adapted into Power Rangers. And I'd be cool with that. We get another season of Power Rangers, and if Zoolja is the last season of Power Rangers to be adapted from Super Sentai, it'd be a good season to go out on, depending on how they handle it. I'd be totally fine with that. So if Zoolja's the last one before the split, then I'd be fine with that. I'd be totally fine with that. But this is some interesting information, and it's going to be an ongoing story. It's going to be an ongoing story with these rumors and speculations and stories floating around that Zoolja is the next Super Sentai to be adapted. Either way, I'm all for it. But if there's any more information about this happening, like an article or more talk from the Illuminati on their podcast, then I'll definitely be talking about it and giving my thoughts on it, because no doubt about it, we have not heard the last of this story of Zoolja being adapted. Now, hopefully I didn't go on too long of a ramble with this video, but hopefully you learned something new with Zoolja being the next Super Sentai being adapted. Might be the next Super Sentai being adapted. I should say that might be, with a pinch of salt. Please take this information with a pinch of salt. But what do you guys think of it? Tell me in the comment section down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I'd love to hear thoughts. I'd love to hear opinions. With that said, I'm bringing this video to a close. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to watch these podcasts over here. Check them out, give them a watch, give them a listen. Maybe you'll learn something new. There's some very, very insightful information you learn during these podcasts, because Joe does have some insider knowledge about Power Rangers with what he's available to share. But either way, check out this podcast, give it a listen, give it a watch, and don't forget to leave a like on this video right here. So with that said, have a wonderful day or night. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, and bye.